Next, second model of atom, okay, that is Rutherford's nuclear model of atom. Rutherford performed the experiment. That experiment is alpha particle scattering experiment. Okay, in this experiment, alpha particles bombarded with gold foil, okay, which is having the approximately 100 nm thickness. Okay, thickness of the gold foil is the approximately 100 nm, and this gold foil had circular arrangement of the fluorescent zinc sulfide screen around it. Okay, right, here the diagram for this experiment. This is the source of alpha particle. Here I am taking the lead plate. Here next one, this is the gold foil. Okay na, the gold foil had circular arrangement of which one? Fluorescent screen. Okay, now actually which type of fluorescent screen, which material is taken? Zinc sulfide screen act as a fluorescent screen. Sometime, okay, he mentioned as a photographic plate. That is also correct one. You can accept all. Okay, right. This is the source of alpha particles. The radioactive source which can emit alpha particles. Here alpha particles are penetrate through the lead plate and they are moved like this manner, and they are fall down on the gold foil. The scattering of the alpha particles observed. The defletion of the alpha particles are observed. Here, these alpha particles are struck on the fluorescent screen. The tiny flash of light observed at point where it struck on the fluorescent screen, we observe the tiny flash of light. Okay, this is the experiment. From this experiment, Rutherford gave some observations. Okay, now observations. What is the observations of Rutherford? First observation. Most of the alpha particles passed through the gold foil. Gold foil without deflection. without deflection. Without deflection. Okay, now look at here. Here the gold foil containing the atom. Okay, in this one here the Rutherford were passed alpha particles. Alpha particles are passed like this manner, like this manner, like this manner, and like this manner, like this manner, like this manner. Most of the, approximately 99% of the alpha particles are passed through the atom of the gold foil. Second, small fraction of alpha particles deflected by small angles. Small fraction of alpha particles deflected by small angles means here one alpha particle deflected by small angle. Alpha particle deflected by small angle. Okay. Next, third observation, very few alpha particles bounced back. Okay, here I am taking 20,000 alpha particles, okay, alpha rays. In that one only, approximately, okay, now approximately in 20,000 alpha rays, one only bounced back 180-degree angle. Here one alpha ray is bounced back. Okay, it is bounced back. First of all, it is moving like this direction. It is bounced back 180 degree. Okay, these are the observations. From these observations, Rutherford given some conclusions. What are they? Conclusion number 1. Atom has most of the space empty, or most of the space in an atom empty. Why? Because of the first observation, the most of the alpha particles are passed through the atom. Okay, why this conclusion is given? Why? Because of here alpha particles are nothing but helium plus. Okay, na? These are the positive charged. Okay, here the positive charged particles are passed. Okay, na? Positive charged particles are passed without deflection. That means here according to Thomson model, this sphere is considered as a positive sphere. When the positive alpha particles are moved from here, they can bounce back, they can take large angles by deflection. But here it is not observed. That means here positive charge not present on the whole atom. It is not present in the whole atom. That's why here the positive charged alpha particles are almost 99% of the alpha particles are passed through the atom of gold foil. That's why atom has the most space, most of the space of atom is an empty one. Second conclusion, here the positive charge occupied very small volume, okay na, small volume, smaller volume. Why? Here the positive charge there in an atom, if here positive charge is there, okay na, deflections are happen, but it is not observed. That means here small fraction of alpha particles deflected by small angles, very few alpha particles are bounced back, very few, in 20,000 one only bounced back 180 degree. That's why the alpha part positive charge, here positive charge is there, positive charge repelled by positive charge, that's why it is bounced back 180 degree. That's why positive charge present here, okay na, at a very small value, right? Next, third one, the volume occupied by nucleus, okay na, here this is considered as a nucleus, okay na, the volume occupied by nucleus very small or negligible when compared to the volume of the atom, Here the radius of atom 10 to the power minus 10 meter, radius of nucleus 10 to the power minus 15 meters, 10 to the power minus 15 meters. That's why the radius or volume occupied by the nucleus is negligible compared to volume occupied by the atom. That is the third one. From these observations and conclusions, Rutherford proposed the nuclear model of atom. According to this model, okay, some postulates are there. I am writing the first one. The positive charge and mass of atom concentrated very small dense portion. Okay, here I am taking the atom. Okay, the positive charge and mass of the atom occupied very small dense portion, very smaller volume at the center of the atom. That is the first point. And second point, this positive charge and mass of the atom concentrated at the center of the atom, this is considered as a nucleus. And here second point, the nucleus surrounded by electrons, with high velocity or with high speed, they are revolved around the nucleus in circular paths. This circular path is considered as a orbit. Circular path is considered as a orbit. Okay, na? Here the electrons are revolved. Right? Here third point, in between the electrons and nucleus, some electrostatic force of attraction is there. Two forces are there. One is the centripetal force, one is the centrifugal force. Okay na? Here in between the nucleus and electron, some attraction forces are there. Okay na? They are stabilizing the stability of the atom. Okay, here that is the third point. Okay, note it down. Rutherford's nuclear model of atom had some drawbacks. I am writing here drawbacks. First one, here the electron revolve around the nucleus. Electron is the charged particle. Here charged particle under acceleration, they are changing their movement. Okay na, here changing the movement. Here movement is changed. Okay na. Here any charged particle with velocity and it is under acceleration, at that time it will produce the radiation. This is also considered as the energy. It means what? Electron is a charged particle under acceleration, it emits the radiation, it lost the energy. It will lead to fall down in the nucleus. Slowly here nucleus is there, the electron will lost the energy, slowly it fall down in the nucleus, then the atom is collapse. But it is not happen. Okay, according to Maxwell electromagnetic theory, any charged particle undergo acceleration, it emits the radiation, it emits the energy, it lost the energy, it will fall down into nucleus. The orbit of the nucleus shrink, but it is not happen. This is the first one. And second one, the Rutherford nuclear model of atom cannot explain the stability of atom. And next one, electrical or electron distribution. It cannot explain the distribution of electrons in atom. And last one, it cannot explain energy of the electron. It cannot explain the energy of electron. These are the drawbacks. Okay, note it down.